What I want to do is I want to go into radio broadcasting, and what I do now is I read over the morning announcements.
Riley initially was reading at a mid-grade 5 level and is now reading at a high school level. And he's a young man who was really struggling in classes, having trouble focusing on his work. It was apparent to the teachers here that our students were lagging behind in their reading skills, and both the decoding and the reading comprehension skills. And that was having an impact on how the lack of success that they were having, well, not only in English classes, but in their other classes as well.
What I'd have is I wouldn't be able to read in front of large groups. I'd get very anxious and nervous, and sometimes I would mess up, and I'd be very self-conscious about that, and then it would just make me even more nervous. I wouldn't answer as many questions. I'd kind of be silent at the back. I wouldn't really talk or do anything. I'd just kind of try and make myself not look like I'm there.
So we put a plan in place with all of our English teachers, our special education teachers, and our student success teachers, where we were going to do an assessment of reading levels of all our grade 9 and 10 students here at the school. So based on the reading levels of students, we put the students into groups, so they were in similar leveled groups, and we had a reading intervention teacher in place, and that teacher worked with those groups of students through the leveled reading program.
And what we do is in small groups, we work together, and I provided a variety of texts to the students, both fiction and nonfiction of various different genres that's at their reading level, and the students get to choose what book they would like to read. And as a group, we talk about various different techniques on how we can predict what the story is going to be about. We look at different text features, we talk about those out loud, we do some reading out loud as a group, and we focus in on their individual areas of need, things that we need to improve upon, and different strategies that I can implement to help them.
It made me a lot more comfortable because you weren't around so many people that you were nervous, and they were all at the same reading level as I was, so it made me feel better. If a teacher asks a question, I'll raise my hand and actually answer the question now instead of being nervous about it, how people think about me.
There seemed to be this overarching question amongst educators is how can we get our students to read? I noticed there seemed to be 3 common sort of pillars when it comes to helping students read. And one was we had to provide students with choice, allow them to choose what they want to read. We have to provide a variety of texts that are interesting, that they want to read, and it has to be at their reading level.
Our assessment data, because we assessed every student at the beginning of the year and then we assessed them again at the end of the year, we were able to show that every student that participated in the leveled reading program improved their grade level of reading skills, with majority of the students, almost all of the students, improving 2 grade levels or more.
It's made me a lot more confident in what I'm doing, and it's made me I can now feel confident in myself and answering out loud.
By having him involved in the program, we've seen a complete shift in how he is able to function in a classroom and the success he's able to have in a classroom.
They were able to read, and of course when you experience that success, it's just a building block for more success.
And I've had offers from one of our co-op teachers to even I could even do co-op next year, maybe at he has connections at 97.7 there, and he said maybe I could do a co-op there next year, and I would really like that. That'd be something I'd really like to do.